What's up, YouTube? This is Buckshot33, aka Boston Chris, and I am just entering my video for the Santa Who contest. I'm late to this, I understand that. I wanted to make a video just to support the channel, support the group. You know, the contests are always fun, and you know, I love throwing my name in the hat. And you know, the biggest thing for me is to be able to go ahead and support a great group that's on YouTube, and also on Facebook, because they transcend YouTube. You know, they have a great Facebook group that, you know, have a ton of members in there. You know, a lot of us have channels, but then there's other people that don't have channels that are just going in and getting comic knowledge, you know, getting knowledge on Funko, basically all things comics, all things Funko, everything that's just, you know, collectibles having to do with comics and stuff like that. So it's a great group. You know, they definitely, I want to say, have added a lot to the community. They have that, you know, really positive element, you know, just really welcoming and just gaining a lot of new people. I mean, as far as I am, because I'm pretty much new to, you know, the YouTube community. I haven't quite been in for a year yet. And, you know, just so many people have come up to that group. And, you know, it's just really, really great to see, you know, them go ahead and, you know, just kind of make their own mold in the community, and just kind of, you know, welcome everybody in and just have all these new faces coming through. So, you know, it's fun and it's great to talk to new people all the time. So I just want to thank the Blaster Sasha group, number one, first and foremost, for you know, the contest, and then just in general for just giving us a nice and positive outlet to, you know, go ahead and talk about comics, discuss comics, and also, you know, just give that information that kind of helps, you know, both, you know, experienced collectors and newer collectors, you know, find what they're looking for. So thank you guys. You know, can't say enough good things about them. You know, the core nucleus of the group is Huey's Comics, The Great Legend, Trinity, Spectacular Spider Grandpa, and Midwest Comics Man. And there's a bunch of others that have, you know, definitely been big members in the group, such as Simplified Comic Guy, you know, Crazy Noob, aka Comic Noob, or just Noob, however you want to know him. Great guy. You know, he was a big part of the group at one point, and you know, hopefully he'll come back and, you know, just do some things. But you know, so just a great group of people, and the list keeps going on. I've made a lot of good friends out of that group. So you know, as I always say, I just want to go ahead and support them and help out with spreading the word and getting it out there, and just kind of helping grow this community along with them. So on to the contest. So the first question that they ask is, what's my favorite part of the show? And that, I think, is just, you know, goes without saying. I mean, you know, a lot of great news, a lot of great stuff going on, but the best part for me, just because I am new to this area of collecting, is Shut Your Funko Mouth. I mean, first of all, the name is incredible. I love that name. Next, you know, it's just getting that knowledge of the Funko Pops. That, you know, the Spectacular Spider Grandpa has a crazy collection, and he's always talking about just the different Pops he's getting, and just the group itself, you know, has a ton of knowledge. And it's just like, you know, getting that insight, because, you know, Spidey knows all about them, which are the rare ones, where to get them. I mean, you know, he'll put you on to all types of different things that you wouldn't necessarily know if you're just starting out. Like, I have, I think, what is it, 11 total so far. So I'm new to that whole area, and I love hearing what he's got to say about Funkos and what to look for, how to hunt for them, and everything like that. So that's my absolute favorite part of the show, just because, you know, in that area, you know, I don't really know much, so I always get, you know, to learn a little bit, you know, about Funkos and collecting with that. So that's what I love about the show. Also, you know, with going over the books and everything like that, like getting that insight on, you know, which comics that you would just take or leave. Sometimes you go to the shop and figure, yeah, I'll buy this comic, and they'll just tell you straight out if you haven't gone, or if you check it out after they've, you know, after they've gotten the books and read them. You know, it's good to know that, you know, don't waste your money on this book, but this book over here, maybe you didn't know about, but check it out. It's pretty good. So, Shut Your Funko Mouth is definitely number one, but the news and, you know, just the comic reviews are just top notch. Next up would be improvement to the show. And for me, this one, I mean, the show is great. I mean, you know, there's not much I can say against it. as far as like anything that I don't enjoy. There's nothing really I don't enjoy. What I do think could be kind of a good improvement would be maybe like once every 3 months or once every couple of months, something like that. Have like an industry guest if you have the ability to get one. It would be cool to have just maybe like a good like 20 minutes or so dedicated to like an artist or a writer, something like that. That would be kind of cool. But other than that, the show's going fine. So, I mean, there's really not much to improve upon in that way. I think that the show just, is good, and it will improve organically. I don't really know if there's too much feedback or criticism that we can provide that would get it. Because right now, I mean, I think you guys have found your niche. So, and so long as you guys are having fun doing it, I'm having fun watching it. So, definitely just a great time watching the show. But that's the thing I would improve. Next up is the favorite Christmas-related comic. I have two. I don't personally own them, but I've seen two in my lifetime that I really, really like. And one was a Savage Dragon comic, and I remember it because there was a panel, and you just see Santa Claus sitting there. He's like, "You don't fuck with Santa Claus," and I was like, "That's pretty cool." And then the next one I never had, but I had actually read it, and it's pretty cool. It's the Lobo Christmas special. And he ends up getting into like a full-out brawl with Santa Claus, and Santa Claus is all like, he's just kind of like Mad Max style. He's got an eye patch. He's got like, his beard is shaved in a weird way, and he's like, "You naughty bastard!" Like it's a really cool story, just because it's just like, you get to see Santa Claus put into this like, just like I said, Mad Max type style, and it's pretty cool. I'm sure it's hanging out in some dollar bin. I'm gonna have to go and look it up and then show everybody at some point. But so next we have favorite Christmas gift that I've ever received. There's a bunch of gifts I've gotten over the years that I thought were awesome. My favorite one by far, I think it was for my 10th birthday. I got the original Game Boy. That spinach green, just really ugly color, and but it was great at the time just because it's the first system that I had that I could actually go on the trips, take it with me on vacation and everything like that, and just have an actual game system with me. And the best part that came with it was, so my aunt got me the system itself, a nice big carrying case that I could put all my games in and everything. And then she also got me the flashlight, and I ended up getting 3 games. The first one was Mortal Kombat, which was just incredible at the time. Just because I was a little kid, I was like, "Oh, this is great." And it was, since it was, on the Game Boy, and it was, just that, basically, like I said, spinach green color, and, it's just like dark and light, pretty much. There was no blood or anything like that, so it wasn't like you had to worry about any sort of really gory stuff. But then also I got Bases Loaded, which is a really, really cool baseball game, really fun. And then my mother ended up getting me, in conjunction with that, because she knew what my aunt was getting me, Kirby's Dream Land, which was just a really, really fun game. And that was, I mean, from the time I was 10 till I was about maybe let's say, I think it was about 13 or 14. I used to play that all the time. I remember going on school trips, going vacations, all types of stuff. And I would always have it with me, and it's just it's such a fun system. And really honestly, if I had it again, I would absolutely fire it up and just play for old time's sake. But that had to be my favorite Christmas gift. And then lastly, the Christmas gift that I wanted this year, because I'm late to this, I've already opened my gifts. What I wanted this year, I didn't end up getting it just because it's a little bit of a expensive gift. But what I really wanted, and I guess what I'll put on my list for next year, is an iPad. I don't have one of my own. My wife has one. I actually want to get one of my own just to kind of be able to have my own tablet, kind of just have another portable way to go ahead and get on the internet and just do things around the house, as far as computing is concerned, and not have to sit at my desktop. So that's my list, that's my stuff. And as far as the questions are concerned, so I again just want to go ahead and thank the Blast of the Stash It group for hosting this contest. Fingers crossed that I get it in time and, maybe have a shot at winning. I don't know. Even if I don't, I'm just glad to be a part of it. I'm glad to be a part of the group, and I am glad to, just be able to say that, I've talked with these guys. They're great, great people, and I just want to go ahead and support them. So, for anybody who doesn't know the Blast of the Stash It group, you can find them on the channel Blasted or Stash It. And they have plenty of videos, and then the individual members of the group, or the individual core members, I should say, of the group, Spectacular Spider Grandpa, Huey's Comics, Midwestern Comics Man, and The Great Legend, and Trinity's Comics. Go ahead and check those guys out. I mean, literally, I can't even tell you how many hours of content they have. That's just incredible. Check out their show. It's on every Friday night. I think it's 10 p.m. Eastern Time. I don't really pay attention to the time specifically. I just go on there and just watch it, and I just, have a good time just, listening to them talk about books and everything like that. Also, they have a live auction hosted by The Great Legend, and, just, great deals you can find on there. Lots of, really just cool stuff. But, with that, I am going to get going. So that's my contest video. Thank you guys for watching. Go support the Blast of the Stash It group. Also on Facebook, check them out. Just type in Blast of the Stash It group. You'll see the page. If you're into comics, if you like Funko Pops, if you just like to discuss pop culture, the movies, whatever it is having to do with comics, and just want to have a good time meeting some really awesome people, go on there, join up, and have some fun. With that, I'm gonna go. I want to thank everybody for watching, and thank you again, Blast of the Stash It. Have a great night.